So I am doing this particular video, because two of my friends mentioned to me that they don't know how to apply makeup. So yeah, I was surprised because I thought by now we all knew how to apply makeup, but I guess not. Am I judging? A little bit, just a little bit, but I love them, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this video. What we're gonna do today is a natural looking beat using not too many products, because like I said, both of them said they don't know how to use makeup, so like let's keep it simple, right? So to start off, to prime or not to prime. So I tend to use primer more than not, because primer does extend the wear of your foundation. So the primer that I'm going to be using today is a very simple everyday primer. It doesn't do anything special. It's the Shiseido Synchro Skin blurring primer. This primer is actually out of production. They replaced it with another one. I haven't tried the new one. I managed to get this old one here, the Synchro Skin primer, on eBay. So yeah, that's where I got mine, but they replaced it with a new primer that's supposed to be like a glowing primer or something like that, and I don't need or want that, so I did not pick it up. Now, like I said, we are doing a very natural looking, no makeup look, right? A very natural looking beat. So for that, you're going to need the perfect foundation and the perfect concealer. The concealer that I'm going to be using, you want to use a skin tone shade concealer. You don't want something that's going to brighten, because we're just going for a natural look, right? So you don't want something that's going to brighten. You want something that, if you can find it, is going to color correct the under eye. If you can't find it, then you need something skin tone, which is the same undertone as your skin. So for that, I'm going to use the Westman Atelier Vital Skin concealer. Once again, the shade that I use is T3, Tan 3, which is, I think it's called Deep Tan with a peach undertone. And I'm just going to apply it under my under eyes, or right here. Once again, you're looking for a skin tone concealer. This doesn't necessarily look skin tone when I first put it on, but after I let it sit here for a minute and get tacky and work it in, you will see what it looks like. And also, because this has a peach undertone to it, it will neutralize the dark circles under my eye. This is what I love about having a peach undertone. Most of the products that I get, if I get the correct products, will neutralize like any darkness that I have like around my mouth, under my eyes, anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and work this in. Now, if you have dark eyelids like I do, you can do this. You can use the same concealer and just use it to cover the darkness on your eyelids. Like, I don't do that. I'll show you what I do in a minute. Alright, so under eyes concealed, and then let me show you what I do for my eyelids, because like I said, I don't use the concealer on top of my eyelids. For some reason, when I do that, my eyelids feel weird and it creases. So what I use is I want my eyelids to look a little bit brighter, because if I'm gonna apply like eyeliner or something like that, I want it to look brighter, almost as if I have eyeshadow on, but I don't actually have eyeshadow on. So what I use is I use the Beiges from Lancome. It looks like this. I use it in the shade 3 Nude, and take a little bit, not a lot, and I just go over my eyelids with it lightly. And you can see that it does cover the darkness on my eye, but it also brightens it up a little bit as well. Okay, so just like the under eye concealer, you are looking for your perfect shade of foundation because you want to make sure that it matches not only your skin tone but your undertone. Like, you don't know how I be getting agitated, like real agitated when I see girls like on TikTok, on Instagram, using these foundations that's technically the right color, but the undertone is so wrong for them. And I'm always like, you're gonna have to do so much work to fix that. Why not just go and get the right undertone to begin with? Like, not everybody has yellow undertones, not everybody has warm undertones, not everybody has neutral undertones. You gotta choose a foundation with the right undertone. Luckily, I know that my undertone is peach, and my perfect shade of foundation is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in 8.5 tan with a peach undertone. So you're looking for your perfect foundation because you want a seamless finish and a seamless match. And to apply that said foundation with a seamless finish and a seamless match, you're going to use a damp beauty blender, because once again, we're going for a very no makeup look. The beauty blender will sheer out the foundation some. The damp beauty blender will sheer out the foundation some, and it gives you more control about how much you actually want to apply to your skin. You can see perfect undertone, perfect skin tone match. Looks like nothing on the skin. Now, because we're going for a no makeup look, we're not going for perfection, so we don't want to cover all our imperfections. We want to have stuff still peeking out so that, you know, it looks natural. Sorry, I got makeup on my lip. So I don't mind my imperfections peeking through. You guys who have been here for a while know that. I don't care. I actually kind of like it because it looks more natural to me. Now, you can leave it just like this, or go and just go, or because I find that, you know, you're putting on the foundation, whatever. The Luminous Silk Foundation is weird because it's supposed to be a luminous finish, but I never get that from it, ever. I don't know, maybe it's because I use a damp beauty blender and it takes away the luminosity from it, but I never find that I get a luminous finish from it. So my face doesn't look flat, not really, because once again, the foundation I'm wearing is the right undertone and the right skin tone, so it doesn't look really flat on me. But your skin kind of sort of still looks a little bit flat. So if you want to add more dimension back into your face, this is where your bronzer comes in. Now, the best bronzer for this is going to be a cream or a liquid bronzer. And if you're going for a natural look, cream and liquid products are best because powder products can be a little bit harsh. So I am going to go in with my Chanel Le Beige bronzer. I got a new shade. I got the darkest shade that they have because before I had the other shade. So I went in and I got, which one is this? I got $3.95. I had I believe it was $3.92 before. So I got $3.95. $3.92 worked fine. But I needed to throw it out because I'd had it for so long. So I just decided to get the darker shade. So let's see also how well it worked. This was a part of my haul. So it's pretty dark. So I'm going to show you how I do my bronzer, like this, then around my temples, and this one is pretty red also. Wow, okay, I may have needed to stick with the one that I have, but anyway, so you're gonna apply the bronzer right here at the hairline, the temples, the cheeks, I'm going to turn the brush and I'm going to work it in. Now, you want a little bit of warmth to your face. You bring it up onto your cheeks like that. Okay? And this can also eliminate the need to use, when you have a bronzer that's a little bit red like this can also eliminate the need for a blush. So you can go totally natural looking with just the bronzer. So I would recommend, if you don't use blush or you don't want to use a blush, a red based bronzer, bring it up on your cheeks. Just a small amount will accomplish the same thing that a blush would. This one is a lot darker than the one that I had before. Wow. But I like it. Alright, so you can clearly see how the bronzer put more dimension in my face. So if you look at one side of my face and then the other side, you'll definitely see the difference from each side. So this is something you can do if you want to put more dimension in your face, if you want to look a little bit more bronze and not quite as flat with the foundation that you're wearing, if the foundation makes you flat, or even if you just want to look bronzed. Now, like I said, you can leave this here and just go, or you can use the setting powder. That's up to you. Personally speaking, I wouldn't use a setting powder, simply because, number one, the foundation I'm wearing doesn't need a setting powder. And number two, like I said, setting powders can be harsh. However, if you do decide to use the setting powder, I will show you what to do. So like I said, you can keep your face like this without using a setting spray. This is very natural. It's not too shiny. It's not, well, it's not shiny at all. It's not too matte is what I meant to say. You know, your bronzer is there. It looks bronzed around the perimeters of your face. Under eyes looking good. You want to go ahead and clean up your brows if you need to. For this, I'm not actually going to be adding any product. I'm just combing the concealer, not the concealer, the foundation out of my brows. If you don't have brows like I do, which are like super thick and annoying, then you can go ahead and use a brow pencil just to like fill in areas very lightly. Draw in a tail if you need to for some people. And that's basically all you're doing with the brows. Then if you want, you can go ahead and you can add your little eyeliner. Okay, so I did not use the Westman Atelier pencil. Honestly, that is the one Westman Atelier product that I will talk shit about. I really don't like that pencil because it transfers. So you can, you know, clean up your brows, do your little eyeliner or whatever, and then your mascara is any mascara that you choose. I am going to use the new Gucci L'Obscure mascara that I got in my haul, and see how well that works for me. I bought it because I liked the wand. It looks like this. It's pretty big. It looks like it would give some volume. And it's kind of living up to that. A little bit. Okay. It's not bad. Because normally, and I've said this before, like mascaras, most mascaras don't do anything for me. Because I already have lashes. My lashes curl upward though, so you can't really see them unless like I have on a ton of mascara. Very buildable mascara. I like that. I like that. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, this right here could be it. This is all you really need to do. If you choose to, you can use a setting powder or a setting spray. I recommend a setting spray because a powder can be a bit harsh. And I don't actually recommend a setting spray. I recommend a fixing spray like the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It is a fixing spray. Fixing spray is different than a setting spray. I had explained the difference once between a fixing and a setting spray. I can't be bothered to do it again because it's a very long explanation. Suffice to say, a fixing spray keeps your makeup in place, whereas a setting spray melts your makeup together and then brings it back so it looks melted. A setting spray is going to keep your stuff in place for the rest of the day. The reason I recommend the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray is because it has a dewy finish. It does not have a matte finish, but it's still a setting spray, or rather a fixing spray. So it'll keep your stuff in place while keeping you quite dewy looking. Okay, so I'm going to apply this, but I'm only going to apply a small amount. That's it, because I don't want too dewy. I don't like too dewy, but I want my makeup to stay in place and still a bit hot outside, even though it's freaking almost October in this state of Georgia. So this, you can leave it just like this. You can add a little bit of blush if you want to, but like I said, we're going for a natural beat, so if I were going to add a blush, I would add something quite mauvey. But I'm not going to do anything. I'm just doing this. This, girls, is your natural beat. This is how you do a very natural beat. Just a very natural, your skin, but better look, and you're good to go. You can add your lip gloss if you want to be, you know, extra after you've done all this and it looks really, really natural. If you want to be extra, you could be like me and you could add one of those bright ass fuchsia lipsticks and boom, because that's what I do. I do a natural face and then I add a very bright lipstick or I add a very bright blush. That's how I do it. But this, girls, is how you do a very natural beat, minimal products, and you're on your way. So, like I said, this is for my friends who said they didn't know how to apply makeup. Step-by-step instructions, showing you what to do. Let me know what you guys think, if this was something that was needed. If it wasn't, tell me what you think in the comment section. And as usual, it's been real, it's been fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.